Good morning or good afternoon or whatever time it is in the time zone that you're listening or whatever time of day it is.
And hang on, I'm still. Did you just start that like when we had five? We were still doing an audio test about 20 seconds ago. Did you start it on time?
I did, yeah.
Oh.
You said to me. He says to me, we just finished our audio test. See if all the music is right.
8 seconds to spare.
8 seconds to spare. He says to me 5, 4, 3, and I'm like, okay. I'll press the button and we'll go.
And
so the button's pressed and we're here to go. And I have a cup of today. New day. I have a cup of coffee instead of a cup of water. So delicious.
I have a smint. But that's needed.
I had a smint too because we had lunch beforehand, and I didn't want to smell the lunch I made for him on his breath the entire time.
I think it smelled really nice.
So, I doubt you're wondering, listener, but I'm gonna tell you why you should be wondering. Is we're recording at a different time today, and on a different day for several reasons. Firstly, our school has been shut down because of coronavirus. No joke, for real. We are off school. We were off school for Monday and now on Tuesday, and we're here.
Right now, we're meant to be in PSHE right now, and
we're not because our school's closed because of Corona. And I think that's so weird, and I think that's such a strange thing about something we even talked about last week. Oh, it's not a big deal. It's not happening. But then here we are. The first school in the Netherlands is closed for 2 days. Do you want to tell the listeners why?
Well, what the email or the memo says is that a parent from the middle and infant school went to Northern Italy and has come back and tested positive with the coronavirus.
Yes.
And he is now in isolation, or he or she is in isolation.
Yeah.
And the kids of his and hers, we don't know yet, are tested not positive, so they're okay for the meantime. Mm-hmm. But we don't know who else could have it in the school.
I know. Isn't it crazy?
So we're in
What if this little freaking kid coughed on everyone? Yeah, I know. Or sneezed on a teacher accidentally.
Sneezed on the lunch food.
Sneezed on the lunch food.
On the tables.
Anyway, so the school's taking every precaution and, disinfecting everything, I think, is what the memo was, is that they're spending 2 days disinfecting the school.
But how does it... Are there, people in hazmat suits that just go in and...
I think they're just bleaching it. I think they just have some cleaning product and are going over the tables and surfaces and bleaching things.
Oh, so it's not that cool. It's not like Monsters, Inc.
I don't think it's like that cool. I don't think it's that cool.
I can picture some people in, yellow hazmat suits running down the corridor with, steam.
Oh, how cool would that... No, like a big, with those... insect people when they go to your house.
Oh yeah, with the smog thing, right?
Yeah, and then they put the entire house in plastic wrap. Mm-hmm. Imagine they did that to the school. That'd be pretty cool.
I kind of wanted to cycle past and see what was going on.
Fumigate the school.
Yeah, you just see out the front door there's this big pipe going in and then just smoke coming out the windows.
You know what's so weird is whenever I bike past school or go past school, I think it's such a strange sight because I don't have to go there today. It's closed.
Is it really?
Yeah, no, but I'm just even on holidays and on weekends, I'm like, I don't have to be here. How fantastic.
When you cycle past it at night, it just looks abandoned.
It does.
It look really weird and spooky.
And it's because it's so adverse to your normal thoughts. I'm not wearing uniform, I'm not doing anything, and I'm just biking past.
Don't have to obey the rules.
There it is. Well, yeah, I can't. Screw the rules.
Don't you? No. Ooh. Don't you hate it that when you when you leave school early or you come in late and you see people in their classrooms and you're like...
I wouldn't know about being late. But...
No, but because of an appointment. You're officially late.
Yeah, I don't like that very much.
It's weird. You cycle over the bridge and you're like...
Yeah, and it's what are these kids doing there? Shouldn't I be there?
Yeah.
Or when you get to leave early too. That's oof, Jesus.
Everyone gives you that little stink eye oh.
It's no, I think it's just a jealousy eye.
Yeah,
they're they know he gets to go home and I don't.
Flexible registration.
Or if you have a doctor's appointment,
It's the best things ever.
Yeah.
Just being able to leave school.
It's and then you just kind of just get to, with a look, flip everyone off that you see. You're just haha, fuck you, I get to go home.
Walking down the corridors.
It's the proud strut when everyone's going for their next lesson, but you have your jacket on, and everyone's oh, where is he going? Oh, he's going outside.
So I have a question for you, Noah.
What's the question?
What do you think's going to happen to the BSA?
What do I think's going to happen to BSA? I think if there's another coronavirus person in the school, it'll be closed for 2 weeks. I think that'll happen.
Yep.
But I don't think anyone else is going to get corona. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll just go back to lessons tomorrow, and we'll be A-okay.
Because in Australia, we're now up to our 4th public school being closed. sadly.
Oh, really?
So, with this has come many 2-day delays with the schools being opened and closed. So what this means is that all the schools that even have corona have only closed for 2 days, not 2 weeks.
Oh,
So
why 2 weeks? Why not 2 weeks? Because that's the incubation period.
Yeah, I know, and that's what I'm
strange.
saying.
That's not okay.
No wonder second cases are coming up, right?
Yeah.
It's like, it's annoying. So, what do you think the school should close for 14 days?
God, no. If it was a student that had it, right, then yes. But it's a parent of a student that goes to this junior school, and we go to the senior school.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's worth it at all.
You don't think there's any point in having to do it?
Yeah, especially because the juniors and seniors share different kind of classrooms. You know, we have different classrooms, so there's no point.
And different buildings as well.
Yeah. So I honestly, we share a lunch hall, I guess, but you know, I don't think it's necessary.
Maybe
I think the 2 days are good. I think disinfecting all of the surfaces is a great idea. And actually, because the school is, interestingly, they're not following the Dutch governmental advice,
which is
the Dutch advice from the government was just go to school and keep going. Nothing's wrong. But they were like, no, we are taking our matters into our own hands, and we're closing down the school for 2 days.
Do you think they had anything to do with did they listen to the British government, our school?
I don't think they would. I think they didn't listen to the GGD, which is the Dutch health, the Amsterdam Health Service.
Which is GGD, right?
Yeah, GGD. I think they did the right thing with closing the school for 2 days.
Okay.
It's also been nice. I think I've been having a real nice time at home. So I've been making the most of it, playing video games, doing work, studying, everything. It's been fantastic. Pajama days.
Well, for the education gurus that are attending our school and give me their wisdom, I have been studying non-stop and doing essays. And
I've been doing. I've been doing revision. I've been doing work. I have been doing work.
But
I've also been
relaxing.
Relaxing.
It's very important around now as well. To
yes,
start.
for sure.
Yeah.
I did go. You know, I got to mention this to the people listening. I'm still doing sports. I went for a run yesterday.
Oh, how's your time going?
Yeah, don't talk to me about my time. I don't want to talk about my time.
No, come on.
About that. No, that's not.
No, there's something you have.
Not on the air.
You have a rival with someone about
not
time.
on the air. Fine, I'll tell you.
On.
I'm trying to beat someone's time, but it's just not happening. I can't get past. I can't do it.
What's this person's time?
It's like 5K in like 22 minutes or something crazy.
And what are you doing now?
I'm like 5K in like 25. So I'm having to, but shaving down that last little bit. And what's so annoying is I've been busy doing things.
Yep.
In the weekends and during weeks where I can't go for runs. So my kind of like, I'm kind of like on streaks, and then I feel like I'm improving my time. I go for like a 6 or 7K run, and I'm doing better. But then turns out I go on holiday for a week, and then I'm back to kind of before where I have to get into it. Yeah. So this has been kind of a nightmare. Also this weekend, we'll tell the listeners now. The reason we didn't have an episode out on Saturday was because I was in The Hague. And Dunphy didn't record for some reason. Or no, you were in the UK.
I had to go to the UK, yeah.
Yeah, so Dunphy's in the UK, I was in The Hague. We couldn't record the episode because I had debating conference for 3 days. So then I can't go for runs because I'm busy debating all day.
Yeah.
So then this is entire thing, and I feel like a lot of it, I am still running now. I ran yesterday, I intend to run today, and I'm just trying to beat his time.
And do you think it's possible if let's say you had 2 months of uninterrupted weekends and you finish school
2 months
and you
I don't know. I don't know. I've never been able to have that short of a time before. So we'll see. We'll keep you posted, listeners. We will keep you posted. Do you have a topic? Do I have a topic?
I have a topic, but it's your topic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you want to introduce the topic?
Yeah, I want to introduce. Yeah, your topic.
Okay, introduce my topic.
Why don't you tell the audience about your A4 HEMA frame?
Oh, the A4 HEMA frame. Okay, so HEMA. It's like, how would you describe it? It's like Walmart.
No, it's like a stationery shop, but with
food
and stationery and home goods.
Yeah. And like plants.
But it's small stores.
It's okay. Imagine it how you would have a Walmart or something, but then instead of the expansive size where it just has everything, it has a selection of weird things. Like some people really love HEMA and it's smoked sausage for some reason, and if they have it there, and then people love it and they go there for it, or whatever. So it's kind of like it's it's so confusing. I don't know how to describe HEMA. But point is they have A4 frames, and I needed something because I was getting someone a gift. And so I needed a frame because I was making him a certificate, and I wanted to get it framed because I thought it would be nice. So I go there, and then I had purchased nice certificate paper, and I had gotten everything in order, and I was like, okay, fantastic. I had designed the certificate. I was up until like 1 in the morning, and then I printed it, and I was going to put it in the frame, and then it didn't fit in the frame. And the frame says, on the front of it, on the little paper insert into the frame, it says A4. Okay? I own some of these frames myself. They also say A4, exact the same. I even checked the exact measurement because on the front paper there's a little symbol A4 and then the centimeters, how big it is and what it says. And then I cross-referenced that with other pieces of paper, frame papers that you get in the frames, and it's all said the same measurement. So I was like, why the hell isn't this working? I thought it was the paper that I had purchased for the certificate paper that was the wrong size.
But you got nice A4 card.
I said to the guy A4 card, right? And then I assumed maybe this guy fucked up, maybe I fucked up. I didn't get the right thing at the paper store. So then me and you, because you were there, we tried cutting up the certificates and making it look nice. It looked like shit. It was terrible. We tried fitting it into this frame. It did not look nice. So the problem is we were trying to get this working. We were thinking, we can cut up multiple papers, glue them together to get it the right size. And then we try putting a normal A4 piece of white paper, just normal white paper that you put in the printer, right?
That is A4 standard globally.
A4 standard paper.
Yeah.
Didn't fit either. And I was like, yeah, I know, those fuckos, man.
Yeah.
Those pieces of shit.
You try to do something nice for a very good friend of yours, and you want convenience. You pop down to your local HEMA. It's almost like going down to your local Quickie Mart. It's just on the corner.
Quickie Mart, is that a thing? That's just from The Simpsons?
No, Quickie Mart's like a place where you go in and it's not an actual business, but it's like a
from
7-Eleven, a servo we call them in Australia.
Servo,
service station.
Oh, service station.
Servo.
Okay. Well, it's not like a 7-Eleven though. It's because
it's like a 7-Eleven, but for.
I think it's like, I would say the closest is like a shitty Walmart.
No, I'll tell you exactly what it is. A dollar store.
It's like a dollar store, but it's more expensive than a dollar
store.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, continue, please. It's like a Quickie Mart.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. It's like a Quickie Mart. But the issue is that it's not convenient at all. Everything I've purchased from HEMA breaks instantly. It's like, and you try to get your friend something really nice, something personal, and HEMA just like, nah.
Nah, it's broken. Fuck you. It's not the right size. So, point is then I pulled a frame off my own wall, which was also an A4 size, also purchased at HEMA, by the way.
And did it fit?
And it fit. And it was an A4 size.
What?
And I was just like, I was like, fuck this. So then I went out and I returned the frame, and I said to them, I said to this lady at the cash register, I say to her, yeah, hi, this frame, it says A4, but it's not A4. And then she says to me, so you want to return it? I'm like, yes, I would like to return it. And so I return it, and I think they repackaged it, and it's still sitting in the HEMA somewhere for some unsuspecting soul who has to now endure the shittiness of a fucked up A4 frame.
You know, how annoying is, like, you're obviously not going to be the only one that experiences this, because it's a range of that's a product that's been sold across all stores.
I think it's a defect batch or something.
Yeah, batch. It's not just one. It's a batch of them.
Yeah, and then this lady didn't care. She was just like, so that means you want to return it. Is that she was trying to cut like brass tacks? This is what you want me to do. Because she didn't care. She was just like, this guy wants to return his frame. I need to get him out of my store. We'll be done.
But I'll tell you something I did discover, which I thought was very cool.
Okay.
So you know how across the globe we now have Tap Pay, where you can tap your card.
Contactless payment.
He can get a refund from that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I could
so cool.
contactless refund onto my bank account.
They charged you twice.
Oh my god, they charged. That's what I actually thought for a second. I was like, I swear to God, if these people are charging me twice.
You checked and you.
I checked. Yeah. I got the money from HEMA.
That's so cool.
I know. It's awesome. I was very, very excited. It was super. That was convenient. That was convenient.
Theoretically, you could just like go rob a store. You can just put your card on there, get a crappy debit
No,
card.
because it wasn't immediate.
Oh, wasn't?
I got like the next day. I got the amount back on my card. So I think they can cancel it.
Enough time to cancel it.
Yeah,
that's smart.
Besides, if you try to rob a bank with that stuff, it's like all of these cards are registered to your name.
No, but
so they could just go into the system.
You steal someone's card and you know their PIN, so then you get the money.
But you have to get their PIN. That seems like a very you have to kidnap someone, keep them safe, because otherwise they can go to the cops. Take their PIN, know their bank details, and then also think about it this way. they could just check that other person's bank account and check what bank account that was sent to.
No, because then
And
you
they
go
can
to an
still track
ATM
you.
and you get the cash out.
Yeah, but
That's
there's a limit. There's a limit to how much
lot
cash
of
you can
cash you
withdraw.
have to-
And it'd be faster to just take that guy's PIN and just withdraw that cash that's
True,
already on
and
his
it'd
account.
probably be faster just to hold a gun up and take the cash.
Yeah, exactly. So there's not much opportunity for theft here, bud.
I tried.
Especially keeping in mind that you have to wait a day. So you have to kidnap a guy for 2 days.
You have to find somewhere to hide without the police
Yeah,
finding you.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
And then you have to go to an ATM
You have to
before the
get-
card's
And
cancelled.
by the way, you have to get a gun anyway because you have to force this lady to put in the refund number.
Why is it a lady?
Or because it was a lady when I refunded my stuff.
That's a running joke between us. Sorry about that, guys.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is.
What's the running joke?
Whenever I say guy, you say, could be a lady.
I don't. Do I?
Yeah.
I don't reckon. Okay.
And then what? Okay.
I guess it's a running joke now.
It's a running
now
joke
it's a running
now.
joke. Now
It's
we can.
officially a running
It's
joke.
official.
So, Hamer,
Hamer,
what do you rate it
thumbs
out
down.
of?
Double thumbs down.
So that's a 2 out of 10?
No, that's a 0, man. Double thumbs down, man. Dude, screw those guys. They fucked up a fucking frame. It was a nightmare. And the amount of time that we wasted because I thought I'd fucked up, right?
We were cutting that piece of card
Yeah,
for so long.
I know. And all of the card that was wasted, that card it was quite expensive. It was like a quarter for one piece of paper. It was a lot.
We went through about 4
Yeah, a
sheets
whole
or
euro,
5 sheets,
man.
Yeah.
A whole buck. A whole dollar. Well, that would be more than $1, but because, okay, don't matter. But, Hema, screw you. That's the lesson of today.
Noah, we've been...
So that was very impressive. For the folks, I'm going to reveal some backstage magic. Is I just played the music, and I pointed at Dunphy, and he wasn't expecting the point at, and he played that perfectly, I thought. Just for a bit of credit for you, bud.
Well, now they know behind the scenes.
Now they know behind the scenes. It'll mess up our documentary, behind the scenes documentary.
I recently watched a behind the scenes video, amateur film at home.
Of?
Young man and a young lady.
I don't need to know this.
Oh, sorry.
Moving on.
Sorry,
Very,
moving
very
on.
rapidly. This is
No.
a family show. This is a
sorry,
family
PG-13.
show.
I have a question for you.
Do you really?
I've been thinking, and
Have you been thinking?
so a couple of weeks ago, Noah and I and a friend of ours called Dan, we went on a little vacation.
Ski trip.
Ski trip.
Yep.
And during that ski trip, we decided to have a little chat about watches and stuff. And then Noah said he was interested in going off shopping.
you're doing this?
Yeah,
this
I want to hear
this
it.
topic. Okay.
So I've been thinking, Noah, what's going on with what makes you tick, so to speak?
Oh my god, that's awful.
What
That's
do you-
so awful.
What
What makes you tick? Oh.
What are you looking for? What have you?
What am I looking for? I'll
what
tell you about it.
brands?
Let me
Yeah.
tell you. Basically, folks, I don't know. Have we talked about watches before on the show?
I don't believe so. No.
Okay, let me give you a bit of backstory. I've been wanting a watch for a very long time, and ever since I was quite young, because I think they're cool and I think they look nice. So my mom said to me, she bought me a very cheap one, and she said to me, if you keep this for X amount of time, I'm going to get you a nice one.
Okay.
And I could choose what the cheap one was going to be. And stupidly, I got a cheap, those little metal bands that you can flick around your wrist and then they clasp? Do you know the things you play with?
And they go straight and then they go.
Then they go circular if you slap them against your wrist. Those. It was a watch version of that. And stupidly, I was playing with it constantly because I'm a kid. I loved it. It was fantastic. I would just slap it on my wrist. It was fantastic. Point is I lost it within 2 days. So my mom was like, "I'm not getting you a watch. You lost your other trial one." So I haven't had a watch ever since then. I was 8, I want to say. Right?
That's a long. It's almost. That's
a lot.
9
Yeah,
years ago. It's
yeah.
almost 10 years.
I know. So I've been recently thinking about I want another watch. I want a proper one. But I still don't trust myself because I lose things very easily. Very easily.
A watch literally stays on your wrist.
Does it though? There's always moments. I fiddle with things all the time. I could see myself taking it off, taking it on, especially if it's a claspy one that clicks. If it clicks, oh man, if it clicks, whoo, it's gone. No way. I got to keep that in mind. I can't have anything that clicks.
So what? Would you get a band that goes a
A
leather
band,
band or something?
like a belt thing,
Oh,
like a
okay,
belt
yeah.
buckle one. Point is I've been looking for one which is cheap but looks nice. So $20, $30. and I'll wear it and I'll trial it until the end of the year, until my birthday, and then at my birthday I'll get a nice one for myself. So, but I still need to find one, and I went to like H&M to look for some, but there were only girls' watches, so I didn't buy one. So I'm still looking.
You're still looking.
I'm still looking, and I don't know what nice watch I'll get, but I'll get a nice watch. But nothing too crazy, nothing like Rolex or something. I'd never get a Rolex, I don't think.
So what's like a Swatch?
But you want to get a Rolex, don't you?
Who wouldn't want to get a Rolex?
Me, I don't want a Rolex.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not?
No. I'm asking you here first. Why do you want a Rolex?
Okay, there are 2 reasons.
Give me the reasons.
Well, number 1, I actually prefer like a Breitling because they're more aviation-themed watch than...
Then why are you getting a Rolex?
I'm not getting a Rolex.
You did. You said you're getting a Rolex.
I never said... I said I'd love a Rolex.
No, remember this exact conversation. For your 18th birthday,
Yeah.
Your mom's getting you a Rolex.
No, I wanted her to get me a nice watch.
No, you
Yeah,
said
and I
Rolex.
said-
You said Rolex.
So,
I
hang on.
remember the conversation.
So let me get this
He's
right.
blushing, by the way, folks.
I am.
He's going full red.
I'm
He's
going
like,
full
oh,
red.
God.
So let me get this right. If I come up with a different watch brand, like equally as nice, you're going to be like, it's not a Rolex. It's not... Yeah, I'm not accepting this.
No, you said, I'm going to get a Rolex for my mom for my birthday.
I want a different watch, though.
No, but are you getting a Rolex?
No.
No, you're not.
No, I failed.
You've changed.
I've changed.
So you did originally want a Rolex.
Yeah, I thought, like, there's a specific one that my father has. It's called
Yeah.
Submariner. It's
Okay.
beautiful. It's a gold class with blue.
I don't like gold at all.
You don't like gold?
I hate gold.
Why?
Sorry, I keep making it about me.
No,
go back.
but out of curiosity, why
I
don't
think
you...
it's so tacky. The only thing I'd ever do is I love the golden wedding rings. Like,
yeah, they're beautiful.
Like for, you don't know this, but I hope the nerds out there do. In Lord of the Rings.
My precious.
Yeah, in Lord of the Rings, the one ring is a really nice looking ring. Like that golden kind of ring. And I'd want, if I have a wedding ring, that'd be maybe that or like tungsten or something cool. But that's the only situation in which I would wear gold.
One of our teachers made a joke saying that he got engraved on his golden wedding ring, one ring to rule them all.
Yes, that's very cool.
And I think you should do the same.
I don't know.
Do it on the inside, though, so
May,
you can't
yeah,
see.
anything I do on the inside, if my wife would be cool with it.
You don't have to tell her.
I have to tell her. You cannot. You have to
I
agree
know
to it.
this is going to sound really morbid,
Yeah,
but you don't tell her.
yeah.
You die.
And then she finds
She
out.
she gets it like from the
God
police.
damn it, Noah, you fucking nerd.
She's a really anti movie, hates
Yeah.
all this, and
It's
then
And just face palms.
you
at the
couldn't
funeral.
give it up for
No,
me.
no, it's like you deserve what happened to you. Whatever, no.
Oh.
No, it's like forget the mourning period. She's like, oh, I'm over him. I'm done. I move on.
What would be the worst way to die?
What's the worst way to die? I don't know.
Like most embarrassing worst way? Vending machine falling on you.
Yeah, or like dying of a heart attack while taking a dump or something. That's pretty.
Elvis.
I know Elvis. That's why.
It's so crazy.
I do know if I could choose a way to die. I know exactly what I would choose. And this is after I don't know if you know who this is, but there's a guy called Neil deGrasse Tyson. Do you know who this is?
No.
Okay, well he's an astrophysicist and he has a podcast of his own. I'm not going to name the podcast because I don't want to advertise things that aren't us.
Yeah.
Since he's not advertising us back.
Hang on, quickly.
Yeah.
Tune in every Saturday at 5 p.m. Central European Time.
No, not European time. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/Radio Hot Air because this current episode is live. Everything's not pre-recorded. Well, except the music. I just have to press a button to play the music. But still, it's all live. It's all here. We're here live, unedited, unscripted. No bleeps for the swearing.
No.
Everything. And to plug the Instagram while we're at it,
Radio Hot Air.
at Radio Hot Air. Instagram.
That's and send us suggestions if you want to ask questions. Feel free to do that.
Or we even respond to you live in the Twitch chat. We will type out the messages or we will talk to you in person. So please tune in. Now back to what I was saying. What was I saying?
Astrophysicist.
Yeah,
has his own
astrophysicist,
podcast.
He wants to die, and I think it's the best way, and I want to too, through spaghettification, which happens when you go into a black hole. So as you go into a black hole, you basically just get torn apart. Right? So all of everything you just get torn into bits.
That does not seem like a
But
pleasant
what's
way.
cool is I would do it for science, and there's a theory out there that if you go into a black hole, I'm gonna butcher this explanation because I'm this is not my field of expertise.
Science nerds, please do not butcher us for this.
Yeah. Why don't if you go into a black hole, if you go past the event horizon, and if you go into different kind of levels of gravity, your perception of the way you experience time changes. So if you go into a black hole because the gravity is so strong, because of the nature of the black hole, you experience time in a different way, where theoretically you could see the entire history of the universe pass before your eyes.
What?
Yeah. So that'd be cool. I don't know if you could survive for that long to see that happen.
Yeah.
Right? Because you might just die like that. But if there's a chance I get to see the rest of the history of the universe, I will take that chance. Like for the last satisfying my curiosity moment.
Imagine you put a camera in the black hole.
You can't, because you can't get any information out. Because everything, you know, because even the light gets trapped in, so you can't.
What happens if you put a camera in it, but you like really super glue an Ethernet cable to it?
Yeah, that's not how that works.
Or an HD.
That's not how that works. Yeah.
A really long, strong HDMI cable.
A really strong HDMI cable.
Plug it into a TV.
Yeah, and you get see. But I doubt you'd see anything, because it's like what your human eyes can observe it's just be the vicinity around you.
Yeah.
If anything. Like who, you know. So I don't know exactly what would happen, but that seems like a cool way to go.
Imagine if you did that. You went in there and you could see the history of the world, like the future of the world.
Yeah.
But you were stuck on the ocean, so you just saw the ocean.
Oh,
so you'd be and you'd see nothing. You'd just be like, "Oh, sea levels are rising."
Bummer, man. It's like we're up a couple centimeters. No. But if I couldn't do the black hole thing, I'd probably want to just go peacefully in my sleep.
I think it's the best way.
I think it is the best way,
yeah.
for sure. I don't want to, go like rather than like going out spectacularly. I think it's just nicer to just go out peacefully.
Just a nice.
Because I don't want to be in pain. You know, that's not fun. But what were we talking about watches before?
We were. Sorry, I digressed.
No, I digressed.
We both digressed.
We both did. Back to the Rolex thing. You would get a Rolex?
I'd love to get a Rolex.
Oh, you'd love to get a Rolex.
No, like of course I would.
So first you say, no, I don't want a Rolex. Now I ask you again, and it's like, yes, I would love a Rolex.
Let me explain. I'd love a Rolex.
Yeah,
They're beautiful watches.
Better explain.
They are beautiful watches. However, I think a better watch for like my personality would be a Breitling, which is designed for like aviation, beautiful aviation.
Okay, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
you're talking about Rolexes. You get a Rolex? Why would you get a Rolex?
I just think there's so much. The reason I get one is because, hands down, family.
Family.
My whole family has them, and I think they're gorgeous watches.
Do you really want to be the family that's like skiing down the hill, all in sync, all with matching Rolexes? I feel like that's so like.
I wouldn't.
You know.
I would like want to inherit
Inherit a Rolex
from my dad.
Oh, that'd be nice. That's nice.
Like a pair. Yeah, that's. I don't want to buy. I'd love to buy a new one if I had the money, but it's not as meaningful as something that's passed down from your parents.
I think I agree with it. That's a nice sentiment.
Yeah.
I would say though that rather than, because I don't like Rolexes as a brand.
Why?
Because I think they feel so tacky. Even though they're so expensive, they are so tacky, and I don't have them in that high of a regard because of the stigma behind them. Because I think they, like, first off, I think the crown looks dumb. I think the crown looks dumb.
Really?
I think I don't like the gold, generally speaking. And often they have, like, diamonds and stuff. And I'm just like, that's not for me.
I'm going to make you.
No, why don't you just do it? Okay.
Because this makes less noise. You keep talking. I'm gonna show Noah something because he's going to obsess about this in a second.
Okay. So basically.
Sigma, yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Rolexes, and also like the association they have with kind of douchebaggery.
Like they're in a lot of rap songs now.
Oh, are they?
Do you like? And we'll link this in the show note. Oh, sorry, the show. What's
show notes?
The show notes. The Rolex flag.
It's awful.
You think the Rolex flag's
so
awful?
Awful. The Rolex flag. It's a dark green background with the little Rolex crown and then the word Rolex underneath. You want to know why it's awful?
Why?
Because
a kid can draw that.
No, I hate it so much whenever flags have words on them. I think it's terrible. I think if you have a flag, I don't like the crown symbol as a symbol personally, but I think flags look really bad if they have words on them.
I must agree with you because a flag's meant to be iconic.
Yeah.
You're meant to be able to represent it from symbolism.
Yes. Just like I don't like flags that have like seals on them and stuff. I'm not a big fan of that either. But each their own.
Okay.
So Rolex not my thing. I would get a nice fancy watch. I think that would be nice, but not a Rolex.
Oh, that's fair enough. But other brands. So what are some nice brands that you know? Like
I don't know brands.
Okay.
I just know that like I want a nice watch. Nothing Rolex level stuff. Nothing thousands of euros or whatever. Just something nice, something that's just pleasant.
That looks
and is,
nice.
Looks nice. Nothing. I don't really care about branding, and I also think it's so show-offy if you have a Rolex.
Okay.
Then people know it's like, oh, he, swung around $1,000, maybe more for a watch. I'm like, that's much. That's too much. I don't think they're good. But you do.
I think because I've been around, like my dad does a race every year called the Scenic Route Hobart, which is sponsored by Rolex. And if you win the race, you get a Rolex.
Oh, he won the race?
No, he won in his division. But if you win overall, and it's always wild oats, the crew wins Rolexes. And they're beautiful watches because they're custom made for this event. But I just think that the idea of me always hearing the name Rolex and always the Rolex was always sponsoring this race that my dad does. It's
okay.
in my life.
Yeah.
It feels like it's part of it. So that's why, like, I get where you're coming from. Where
for me, it's just like Wolf of Wall Street. Wall Street douchebags, finance fucks, all these kind of things. And I'm just like, I don't want to. No.
I think those sorts of Rolexes.
It's like associating with those. I don't want to be associated with someone who is like that. I think really, if I'm being honest, I don't want to have a watch that makes me associate with people that I really don't like.
The issue is with these sorts of beautiful watches is that you can get watch brands that are designed for particular people. Like, for example, Breitling for the aviation, wealthy pilots. However,
pilots make quite a bit of money, man.
If they know how to spend their money well. If they have an addiction or do something, then they're not spending their money well.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, gambling. Yeah,
Hot Air does not endorse gambling.
We do not.
Bad idea.
Nor spending money on excessive alcohol
or drugs
consumption or drugs.
Yeah.
Yes, we are
Except
very.
Coffee. Coffee's pretty good.
Starbucks. That's a ripoff.
No,
that's an addiction.
Oh man, I had Starbucks the other day. Ooh, it was so good.
Ripoff?
No, not. It was just such like night. It was. I'll tell you what I had. It's a total like. It's a total white girl privilege drink. And I felt so kind of hipstery privileged when I ordered it.
Did it have cream or caramel in it?
It did not. I'll tell you. I had a blonde roast hazelnut macchiato.
What in the world?
And
is that?
It was so good, and it was so sugary, and it was amazing.
Rewind.
Yeah.
What the heck?
A blonde roast, hazelnut macchiato.
What is a blonde roast? Let's start with that.
When you have coffee beans, you take the coffee beans and you roast them.
Yep.
And you can either have like a blonde, medium, or dark roast, I think is the three. And it depends, like, it affects the flavor of it.
Okay.
And I think blonde roast is it's less bitter, and it's not I think it's not roasted for as long, so it's like smoother. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just a different flavor.
Yeah.
And then macchiato, it's like half coffee, there's like a lot of milk, not that much coffee in there.
Okay.
And the hazelnut, they had like hazelnut syrup, and it was super sugary, and it tastes like hazelnut, and it was awesome. And I felt I was in the train sipping it, and I felt like, oh, I can't believe I'm the person drinking Starbucks on a train, but it's so good, I'm gonna keep doing it, and it was awesome, and I no regrets.
So do you almost feel that Starbucks is the Rolex of the coffee industry?
No.
What do you think is that?
Because Starbucks isn't that expensive.
No, it's
expensive. It
is
expensive, right? But it's still a place where if I'm working in like whatever, right? Yeah. I could theoretically see myself, if there's a Starbucks on the way to work, I could get a Starbucks coffee every day.
Okay.
You know?
You could see yourself being a regular.
Yeah, I could see myself being a regular. But with Rolex, that's like another level, of wealth and above like association. There is some of that there with Starbucks.
Yep.
But not too bad. And I really like sometimes I like a little fancy coffee.
Today I decided to go out and grab a juice from a new chain called Joe and the Juice, which is, in Amsterdam.
Oh, this is like a fancy posh hipster juice place.
Yeah.
I've not been, but it looks really dumb and over expensive.
I got sticker shock, which is a term for when you see the price of something, you're like, whoa. I went in and I got myself a...
So you did order?
Yeah, I ordered
after the sticker shock?
No, because I didn't look at the price. I was thinking, I was going to buy 2 juices and a sandwich.
Yeah.
How much would you pay for 2 juices and a sandwich? And small juices, so one small, one large, and they're not that big, the large.
Okay. I would say...
No, not what you'd say the price would be. What would you pay?
What would I pay?
Yeah, as a
what
customer. Yeah.
I think like $1.50 for a juice. So to say like $3 for the juices.
Yep.
Maybe $4. It's expensive.
We'll call it $4 for the juices. And
$4 for the juices and for a sandwich.
And it's really thin brown bread and some mozzarella and some ham and some avocado.
What would I want to pay, or what do I think it is?
No, what do you want to pay for that? It's like that big, really thin.
Okay, let me then change the entire thing. What I want to pay for 2 juices is like maybe $1 or $1.50.
Yeah.
For like a juice, so that's $3.
$3 plus a sandwich.
Plus a sandwich, max like $5 maybe if I really want a sandwich.
It's a good sandwich, yeah. $5.
It's like $8.
$8.
I'm gonna say my guess though.
Yeah.
Is it's like 16 euros.
16 euros.
Is if it's expensive.
So for 1 small and 1 large juice and 1 sandwich.
Actually, let me change to $20.
Yeah. $19.85.
I
was just thinking, like, I don't have an issue paying with good stuff, but like sitting down, the tables had crumbs on them. It was just, it's like
it's too much. It's way too much.
You go in there, if you're paying that much, you're also paying for the service.
I go there.
Yeah.
I would have a very big temptation to just walk out.
When you looked at the prices.
When I see the prices. First off, whenever I go anywhere, I always check the price first, right? Okay. I never not know how much I'm going to be paying for things. So there's 2 situations here. I walk in, I see the prices, then I would immediately walk out.
Yeah.
But since I ordered, I'd probably pay and then never go there again.
Okay.
Because I feel like once you've ordered, you've made the social commitment to pay.
Yeah.
Right? So I think you kind of made a little mistake there by not, checking.
It's like when you go into Albert Heijn and you fear that your card isn't going to work when you pay.
Oh my God.
Do you have that?
Not anymore.
I used to.
I used to when I was younger, and I didn't have a banking app on my phone.
But now I do.
But now I have a banking app on my phone, so I can check my balance, and now that I have a job, I have enough money to pay for things.
Life-saving.
Life-saving. Hi.
Hello.
Are you ever in trouble with the police?
What?
No, I don't know. I felt like we were doing an ad. I felt like that was an ad moment. We don't have any sponsors, so there's no ad to have.
Do you need to seek legal representation?
Better Call Saul. Oh, I've been watching Better Call Saul. Ooh,
you like it?
Very good. Very good. I don't know. We'll talk. Maybe we'll review it at some point, but I would advise watching.
I'm happy to watch that over puppets.
Oh, over puppet. I didn't watch the thing you wanted me to watch. We'll do it for Saturday. I promised I'd watch it. We'll do it for Saturday. Did you watch it?
I did. It's very good.
Is it very good? Remind people what it's called.
The Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
The Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
Yes.
We'll be watching it. We'll be reviewing it in the last 15 minutes of next week's show. And it'll be normal time, Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Central European Time. Do the time zone conversions for wherever you live.
Good on you, Australia.
Good on you, Australia. You know we have no listeners in Australia.
I'm Australian. I'm going to really start advertising that.
Yeah, we need some... Come on. Well... Oh, I got it. This is a good one. I'm just looking at the topic list.
Okay, hit me.
I have been having such troubles on YouTube.
With what?
Firstly, I'm annoyed with YouTube because I feel like everything's going downhill because there's so many ads. So there's so many.
Can't you buy premium now as well?
Yes, you can.
To get rid of ads.
Yeah, I know.
That's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. So first, multiple things. Firstly, I'm going to tell you what I'm annoyed with, and that's YouTube, and that I'm listening to music while cooking on YouTube because I wanted to play a specific song.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the play autoplay works really well on YouTube if I don't know exactly what album I want to be listening to. So I have YouTube Music, or no, I don't pay for anything. I just play on the YouTube app, and the ad comes, and it's an ad at the start, maybe even an ad in the middle. Yeah. And what I hate with a passion is an ad at the end.
But is that an end with like 15 seconds to go?
Yeah. No.
Just
the song ends. Yeah. You're supposed to have the autoplay put on the next one, but then you get an ad. And I hate it so much because not even like I'm waiting for the thing to start. I have watched the thing or I've seen the thing. It's over and you're watching me watch another fucking ad. Normally, if I'm just sitting on my couch, not a big problem. I go to the next video. But when I'm cooking or I'm doing something, whatever, I can't go quickly over to the machine to change the ad. So then I'm stuck watching the fucking ad.
And sometimes these ads can be really long.
Oh my God. And then what's even worse, you put on the next song, there's another fucking ad. It goes ad, and even more ads. I hate it.
You know what I love about my YouTube ads here? They're in Dutch. And as someone that would be listening to music in your position, cooking, I don't understand what the ad is advertising.
Well, you're in a minority there, bud.
I
Because most
am.
people in the Netherlands speak Dutch. Yes.
I said 10% wouldn't.
The majority of Dutch people
Speak Dutch, yeah, for sure.
speak Dutch.
But what I'm saying is YouTube should have an option to select English.
I think there is.
I've checked. English ads. There are no
Why do you want English ads? Who cares about ads? You never check ads anyway.
I sometimes do.
This is the next bit of the story, though.
Uh-oh.
Because I get English ads sometimes.
You getting
I do.
jealous.
You know You know why?
Why?
Do you know Masterclass?
Oh, yeah, that's an English ad I get. Love Masterclass. Oh,
I love Masterclass ads. And it's so destructive.
they're nice ads.
They're such good ads.
Do you sometimes just watch them the whole time?
Yes. And it's so shitty.
Guilty pleasure.
Yes, it is.
Who have you been watching? What ads?
Like I love the architecture guy.
Mm-hmm.
I love the cooking ones. They're like
Gordon
a million,
Ramsay.
The million cooking. They're like this Italian chef who talks about his pesto.
Oh.
And there's this other guy, this French guy who talks about his pastries. And then there's Gordon Ramsay. And there's a bunch. I love the music ones.
Yep.
They have one with I think it's some jazz guy. I forgot his name.
Mm-hmm.
Or they have with like ones with like Hans Zimmer. And one with the composer who did Nightmare Before Christmas. All of these different people, and they do these Masterclass ads, and I always watch them. And even if I've seen it before, I still watch the ad
Because
it's so good. And this is what I wanted to complain about. By the way, these ads, because they're so good, and they want to make me watch them. That I then get out of it if I'm watching a Let's Play series on YouTube. If I'm watching a Let's Play series, like someone playing video games, episode by episode, then I'm just get locked out because I get obsessed with watching this guy's ad. And I'm annoyed because they're like 2-minute ads.
They're long
and
ads, yeah.
because I keep watching the fucking ads, YouTube gives me more of them. Because like now I'm only getting fucking Masterclass ads. I open a video, Masterclass ad. Another video, Masterclass ad.
I digress here. Have you watched the poker ones?
The poker? No, I haven't seen the poker ones.
The poker ones.
They haven't been recommended to me yet.
No, we do not endorse gambling. They've been recommended to me. They're really good, the poker ones.
You know what's... there's this one with Penn and Teller. Do you know who they are?
No, who's Penn Teller?
Oh, they're these Las Vegas magicians. And they're and they have an ad, and they teach magic, and it's such a cool ad.
They have a lot of people.
They have so many people.
They started,
Masterclass
2.5 years ago? 3 years ago?
Masterclass has a lot of people.
It's expanded.
But it's so expensive if you want to do a thing. It's expensive, man.
But the thing is, people actually pay for it.
Of course.
Because it's like, this is my...
You know the ones I do get annoyed with?
Which ones?
The ones about writing. I get a lot of those. About people...
Grammarly?
No. Masterclass. And they have these writers. Like Steve Martin or whatever. These people I don't really know.
Yeah.
And they're like, do you want to know how to write dialogue? And they start talking about how they write dialogue. Or this one lady comes up and she starts with the ad with like, the greatest damage that you can do to yourself while writing is get distracted. And it's all about just writing like it's not even like writing, it's just writing dialogue and film and all this stuff. And I'm like, I so don't care about writing. And I'm just like, stop recommending me these fucking writing ones. I don't watch them. But they still keep going.
You know what's worse than that? Grammarly ads.
Oh, I don't get Grammarly.
You don't get...
Because I use Grammarly.
You know what I hate about You use Grammarly? Yeah. I use Grammarly. It's bane of my existence.
Why?
Because...
It helps.
It helps a lot. But the issue is that whenever I need it, it doesn't work. And whenever I do need it, it works. And people like you who write in American English, it doesn't like my British English.
Oh, you can change that.
Can you?
There's a setting.
Oh.
There's always settings. Settings for everything.
Got to be settings.
Yeah, there's always settings.
Also...
Are you a default guy?
Yes.
You're a default guy?
Well, on some things not. Like Flight Simulator, never a default guy. Always have custom keys. But like, if I'm playing Factorio or Airport CEO, I'll have...
No,
like,
that's fine. Yeah. But I'm talking about like phones or computers. You default guy?
No, not necessarily. Because on my phones, I have my notifications off. So that's...
Okay, so you're not a big default guy.
No.
Okay.
But like, games... Yeah.
Game's kind of a default guy.
Default guy.
Sometimes I'm not. Depends on how serious I am about the game.
Yeah.
But, okay, sorry.
Sorry, we digressed. Again.
We always do.
Okay, that's the title of that.
No, it's not the title. You don't get to say the title. We will think of the title after the episode.
Come on, it's such a good title.
No. We will think of the title later. But continue, please.
I forgot what I was saying. Yes, Grammarly. It always starts off with good grammar and spelling a key to being successful. I'm like,
Why are you putting on an American voice?
because it's always an American
But
person.
you feel like you're mocking the voice.
I'm not. That's a genuine American.
Don't mock the voice.
Oh my God, this is my American accent. This is
God.
not me mocking. This is just my American accent. No, I think the American accent is actually a very good American accent. It's a very good accent.
What do you mean?
Just
Are you trying to compliment yourself here, or do you think the American accent?
No, I think the American accent's great.
You know, someone thought I was British. Someone thought I was British. I was at the debating conference, and some kid is at the front, and I'm like putting my chair place up because I was chairing the debate, and some kid says to me, "It's like, you British?" And I'm like, and I say to him this, I say, "Do I sound British?" And he was like, "Yeah, kind of." And I was just like, "Oh my God!" He said to me, "I sound British, but then without a British accent." And I was so confused.
I can hear that.
What? Don't fuck with me. Don't do this. Don't call me British.
No, do not move.
There's not a spider.
Let me take it off.
What? No, you don't fuck with me. Oh, you jerk! Oh, that was awful.
Sorry, once an episode.
Oh, that was. I really thought.
Can you not feel it on your neck?
Stop it.
So,
I'm gonna fucking kill you. I mean, I'm going to slightly murder you.
was this guy in your committee?
Yes, he was.
And you didn't
Did I
let
let
him
it
speak?
speak? No, I did not. No, I'm kidding. I let it go.
You let it slide.
Yeah, of course.
He was on your radar.
I was just grumpy. No, it wasn't on my radar. It was fine. I kind of forgot as the day went on.
You know what happened?
Except
last
I just
night?
got reminded by you, being called. Doesn't matter. I am not British, and that is what matters. No, I'm kidding. British people are fine.
Noah, I had a very bad experience coming back from Schiphol last night.
Skipple.
So, as a non-Dutch speaker who lives in Holland and has lived here for 4.5
Live in the
years.
Netherlands.
Yes, lived in Holland.
The Netherlands. Oh, technically, you're right. You do live in Holland, but it's not the right way. It's not the right place to call the country.
Nederlands. I got in a
It's the
cab.
bane of Dutch people's existence, by the way. You call the Netherlands Holland. It's like, come on, please, no.
Yeah, it's like when non-Australian shows like Shire. No.
Australia.
No.
Australia?
No.
You know where I'm from? New South Wales.
New South Wales. NSW, yeah.
And NSW, yeah,
NSW.
represent.
Yeah, represent West Side.
What's the other ones? What are the other provinces?
We have ACT, Australian Capital Territory, Canberra.
Is that a whole region?
Yeah.
I thought that was a city.
Canberra's a city, and then there's ATC, which is Canberra. It's very tiny.
Oh, no, you don't have to Google things. It's
No,
fine.
I want to show you the map.
No, I don't need the map.
Maps,
it's
man.
fine. No, we're an we're an audio medium. You don't need to show me a map because the listeners can't see.
Don't
the
you
map.
like maps?
I love maps. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So, we have Australia. Then we have New South Wales. We have Victoria, which is below New South Wales. We
Okay.
have Queensland,
You're
which is
zoomed out as
above
much as you
Australia. See? And then I'm going to show Noah. So we'll link this also in the show notes.
Oh, no,
Canberra
we won't.
is a
We
really
won't.
tiny...
We're not going to link this because you can just go on Google Maps and find Australia on a map.
Google map it with me right now, ladies and gentlemen. Look at Australia from a distance. If you zoom in to the south side of New South Wales, you'll see a little place, which is Australian Capital Territory. See how small it is? It's tiny.
Is it because of the capitals there?
Yeah, Canberra's the capital. And then you have Victoria, New South
Tasmania.
Wales, because don't talk about them. South
Really?
Australia.
Is that like the Alabama of Australia?
Yeah,
No disrespect to all Alabama
No,
people.
not at
You're
all.
very lovely.
but a lot of disrespect to people from Tasmania.
No, what if there's like one Australian listener and then they hear that, it's like, screw you, I'm not listening to the rest of the show.
The issue with people from Tasmania is Tasmania has the high...
You're prepared. You're being very racist right now.
I'm not being racist.
I think you're totally being very racist.
No,
right
this is a running joke with Australians. Tasmania apparently has the highest rate of incest in Australia.
now. Does it really?
Highest state with incest. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Gross.
I know.
Why?
I
Just the culture there?
I think it's just such a small island that Oh, she's my third cousin. Didn't realize.
Nice. No. Okay.
Now, how many states are in the United States?
Okay. Do you really not know?
50, right?
It is 50. Yeah.
It's 50.
You know how many stars there are?
50.
Yeah. Exactly. Nice. Good for you.
But what's the correlation?
Do you know how many stripes are on the flag? Are you,
8.
no, it's 13.
Oh,
You know why it's 13?
why?
The 13 original colonies. The British colonies.
Yeah.
Okay, doesn't matter.
Sorry, we digress.
Point is it was called British, and I didn't like it very much.
You didn't... So, what was your question about Australian states. That's what I'm trying to ask.
Talking about Australia.
Yeah.
Dude, we've been all over the place. We start with one topic, we head over there, we move back, we recircle, we go in a roundabout. It's everything.
And the title is We Digress.
We digress. No. Don't do this. We can't do this. The title's very important.
That's why.
What?
We digress from my issue at Schiphol.
Yeah.
There we
Why
go.
did I start with New South Wales? You know what?
Oh, because you're making fun of the Australian accent. Then you said NSW, New South Wales.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Okay.
And then you pulled up the map. Then you had to pull up the map.
Okay, so the issue that I had last night was as a non-speaking
No,
Dutch
that's
speaker.
your own fault, by the way. You've lived here for like 4
I
years.
thought I was
You
going
could've learned the
to
language.
Okay, I've explained this to everyone. I thought I was going to live here 2 years, so I was like, it's not going to take. I'm not going to live here for my last 2 years. Don't worry about it. Then 2 years became 4 years because we liked it so much that great, we stayed.
Okay.
Kiss, keep it simple, stupid. So, I get in the cab last night and I say, hey, we're going to Groningenweg 81.
You said Koninginnewe?
Groningenweg 81.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, great. And I said, yeah, by the Park Royal, Vondel Park, you know. The
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
He's like, yeah.
You know, you just said your address, right? I'm just saying that. It's live. It's fine.
That's not my address. Actually, it isn't. I always give the wrong number. My house number is different, but I give that because it's like my Uber address, if that makes sense.
No.
So my Uber address is that 81 because I don't like giving Uber my actual address.
Okay.
It's weird, right?
Okay, sure.
Can
I
you-
think that's trustworthy. I would do the same. I don't have Uber, but sure, yeah.
No, yeah, so I seriously, but for all my post stuff, I always give them the right address.
For the post stuff.
The post stuff. Because it's it's a street corner. It's like, it's close enough.
Dude.
Sorry, I'm giving so much personal information right now. Anyway.
You should be
That was
very
very
careful. You should be very careful. You try to be careful on the air, man. You should really be careful. It's like,
Okay.
I'm not gonna edit that out unless you know.
Yeah, we should. We have no live viewers, so we probably should just put
You shouldn't say how many viewers we have.
Yeah, actually, how many do we have?
No, we're moving on.
We have 2.
Okay. Thank you, 2 viewers, whoever's listening.
Anyway, I'm laughing now. I'm very hot. I'm blushing.
You are blushing because you feel really stupid, don't you?
Okay, so getting back,
To skip
the cab driver
to the mysterious unknown
takes
address.
me the tourist way. I know. That takes me the tourist way.
What does that even mean?
We go the long way,
What is
the foreigner way.
What? I'm
The-
so lost.
The way he thinks I don't know where I'm going way.
I'm confused.
So instead of going from point A to point B, he goes like A to G to H to A. He goes the long way
Oh,
home.
why would he do that? Did dock you money?
Dock me money.
That's a bit of a dick move.
So usually the taxi fare
They
home.
do that?
Yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah,
No.
so if you go to a place where you're a foreigner, they'll try and, especially in a lot of Asian countries. And even in Australia, I've had it a few times with some friends who went to the airport. So the cab fare back to my house is usually around $40.
Yeah.
40, 50 euros.
That's a lot. Why don't you just take the train?
We digress.
Just take the train, man. It's so much cheaper. And that
Last
would show
night-
that you're a local.
The cab cost me, what was it? 83 euros.
Jesus Christ.
No traffic, no peak hour surcharge.
Did you ask him about it?
Yeah, I said, because during the drive, I was like, oh, why are we not taking the A10? And he's like, oh, you live here? I was like, yeah, I've lived here 4
He
years.
said that?
Yeah, and as soon as I said that, we miraculously started driving. So where we went was, the...
I don't think directions will help people.
Okay.
Just
Practically,
broad strokes.
we went from Schiphol's in the south of Amsterdam. We went all the way to the top, took the ring road around, which
Yeah.
takes to the top of Amsterdam, and I live in between. And then we drove back through the city.
Oh no.
So he took me the scenic way.
Oh, the scenic way,
Mm-hmm.
huh? The scenic way. Dick, what a dick.
I know. I was so angry.
Yeah.
So angry.
That's why you should learn to say your address name in a Dutch way. Don't learn Dutch. Just learn the accent.
No, I think Dutch would be a nice language to learn.
No, it's not. It's useless. It's so not helpful. No. Don't bother. I gave you shit for not learning the language. You don't have to learn the language. Everyone here speaks English anyway. Yeah, it's fine. It's
And-
okay.
I think that's the great thing about Holland.
I once, let me tell about this experience. I was back from the ski trip, and I got into a car for like a cab, and I got in, and it was a Tesla, and I was like, ooh, Tesla, I get to go in a Tesla. That's a taxi. That's exciting. And I'd never been in a Tesla before, so I was really stoked. And this cab ride was like $100, and it should have been like max like 30, 40.
Cab prices here are
It's
insane.
crazy. And I think it was even this guy, because he knew I was a local guy. We went the exact normal road I normally take. It was so much more because I think it was a Tesla. And it was like a luxury one. And I didn't realize. And then it was there. And it was just like, well, I can't not pay. And I was like, I see the ticker going up. And I'm like, it's going up really quickly. But I can't have him just drop me in the middle of nowhere. Right? So a bit of a, that was not great.
It wasn't. That's all taxis though. You can get a Toyota Prius the same price. You can get a van. It's the
No,
same
but
price.
because it was so much more expensive than it should be.
Where have you taken a taxi from the airport to your house?
Yeah. It shouldn't be that expensive.
No, like always. If I'm in a Toyota Corolla to a Tesla, always going to be 40 to 50 euros.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe
it's
then it was. Maybe it's just
ridiculous.
that expensive to go to my house, or maybe I just. But
But
went
you,
up so
you live
much
a
more-
little while out, right?
Nah, but not that much. It's not too bad.
30 minutes by cab.
Yeah, it shouldn't be $100. No way. Not a,
Holland. Anywhere, like when I moved here, I was so shocked by the price of taxis in this country.
and you came from Singapore.
Singapore, dead cheap.
Really?
Taxis, dead cheap.
Oh my god.
Because that was your mode of transport. You'd take a taxi around.
Really?
Yeah.
Public transport?
No, because public transport's great. But if you're an expat, you always use taxis because they're so cheap. $20.
Are you just refusing? Why do you refuse to take public transport?
I just don't know. I just think it's less convenient.
Why? It's so much cheaper though.
It is cheaper, but convenience at that cost.
It's not that inconvenient. It's the Netherlands. We have amazing public transport.
You have all right public transport. So, for example...
All right? Excuse me.
That's all right.
It's not all right. Compared
all
to
right.
what they have in America or what they have in other places around the world, it's amazing.
Of course. But if you look at, like, Australia, questionable public transport at this point in time. We've changed our transport minister. Not very happy about that. But if you look at places like Singapore, public transport's amazing, but still everyone
But you
takes
still take a
taxis.
cab.
Yeah.
So it's not the quality of the public transport. It's just you being a rich fuck.
No, it's just everyone being like, oh, convenience. It can be great public transport, but it's still public.
Oh, you don't want to support the government. Is that what it is?
Oh, would you look at the time?
No, we have 4 more minutes left. It's 3:26. No. You're not getting out of this conversation.
So, make sure to catch us live.
No.
Every-
You're answering the question. Why do you not use public transport? Give me a reason. Good reason.
I use public transport all the time in Australia. I used to use it to get to school with my dad.
Yes, but not anymore.
No,
Why not?
have a bike.
Huh? No, because you even refuse it. Like, even every single time I talk to you, always refusing to take public transport.
No.
And you even said in Singapore, you never take public transport.
Yep.
Explain why.
Because it was like, it's maybe 2 times the price to take public transport, to take a cab over public transport in Singapore.
Yes, 2 times the price.
That's not that bad.
So then, the reason you don't take it is because you just have enough money to afford cab rides everywhere.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Cabs are cheap in Singapore.
They're not that cheap.
Grab taxi, super cheap.
Not cheaper than public transport.
No, not cheaper than public transport.
Yeah, and even when you're taking cabs in Amsterdam, you just said that's so expensive. You still take a cab to the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or drive.
Or drive. Yeah, no, I know. But you said you take a cab. Why don't you take public transport to the airport?
Because I'd have
public
to.
transport's
I'd have
so
to
much
get,
cheaper than
I'd
a
have
cab.
to get from my house.
To the station. I know exactly where you live.
I have
You
to-
can bike to the station, and at the bike, you could at the station
with
there
my
are bike
suitcase.
racks.
With my suitcase.
Or you can take a tram. There's a tram stop right in front of your house.
I'd have to change and I have to take my suitcase on the tram.
Yes. You
Which
just
is
pop
pain.
it. You pop in the tram. The tram brings you right to the station where you need to be. Then you get on a train and you're done.
So opposed to a 15-minute journey, I have to go 2
Not
minutes
15
station.
minutes. It's not 15 minutes.
In a cab it is.
No, you said you even earlier said it was a bit longer.
15 minutes in a cab.
Is it though?
15 minutes in a cab.
Really, 15 minutes?
10 minutes when my mum drives with a lead foot. I'm not incriminating my mother right now. No, 15 minutes, and then you got 2 minutes walk. Got to wait for a tram. Let's call that 4 minutes. 10-minute journey, 15, just to the train station. 2-minute walk. 5 minutes, call that until you get on the train. So you're already
Not
looking at half an hour.
necessarily.
You're looking at 25 minutes.
25 minutes. 10 minutes.
10 minutes longer.
10 minutes longer. For like a fourth or an eighth of the price.
I'd say a fourth. Because public transport
No.
in Holland's very expensive.
No, because you as a tourist get taken scenic routes sometimes. So if you get scenic routed, you get it's like an eighth of the price.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah, see? Public transport. It's actually not that bad.
Taxis, better.
So thank you, folks, for listening
Taxis,
to the
way
episode today. We'll be back on Saturday at normal time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please watch the movie. What's it called, Dunphy?
The Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. Join us next week. Follow us on Instagram at Radio Hot Air. Share us around. Tell all your folks. Tell your friends. That was all. And have a great time. And wash your hands because of coronavirus.